I feel it's gonna end up with the final boss eating all the soul cells. I don't know, just a bunch because I saw these things. Yeah, I feel like Speen is just gonna be like, ah yes, now that you've killed Zeralja, I can enact my true plan to devour all the souls of this source. Nom 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 nom.
It's not facing us though, right?
It was locked on. Hello, bug friend. Okay, farewell. Ah! Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. He was so confused. I feel like I'm actually either I'm literally either like bullying bots or children. Bam, 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 bam. I just ran over John Cena with a hoverboard. Bah, 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 bah. I can't fucking see him because he's smeared against my windshield. Alright. What's Vegeta's name? What's Vegeta's name? No, I'm not calling him bitch. Pronoun. You've got 5 letters. Unless you want to call him Prono. No, it's... bitch. Hang on. Something is jarring enough. Exactly. This is transition goals. Right here. If I don't look like this by the end of my HRT, what is the point? I'm getting 20% cooler. Ah yes, let us arm the elderly. Man, why are dicks so expensive? Bruh, why are dicks so expensive? Typical Mykinids, you invite them over and they steal all the coins on the way to the meeting. Jesus. Is this an allegory for COVID?
No.
Yeah?
What?
A pregnancy test.
Oh my god. No! No!
What, is that not what it is?
It's a thermometer!
What do you mean it's a thermometer? That's a pregnancy test.
Are you being a shit or are you being for real?
No, is that not a pregnancy test?
It's a digital thermometer.
Looks like a digital pregnancy test.
Bebo, do you have something you need to tell me?
I'm pregnant. I gotta stop eating these jelly beans. I gotta stop eating these jelly beans. Oh my god. Fucking... If you ever want to seduce a doll, all you have to do is give her a fucking handful of Starburst jelly beans. And I will immediately... I haven't done a community night in like... I'm a dog. Fuck you, I'm not a dog. Fuck you, I'm not a dog. Fuck you. Fuck you, I'm not a dog. You're a dog. Bruh. Bruh. What? Oh no, he's shy. I'm going to kill him and his family. Through neglect, mostly.
Please no.
Oh, she's about ready to throw down. They're rather fond of you, New Blood. That's perfect. You and these little guys can protect Luminor together. Take advantage of their friendliness, New Blood. Send them into their trenches. Ah. What is... But... It was a mine. He dropped a mine at his feet. Dickhead. It is indeed hard to... Kryl, it is actively killing the land around us. Perhaps more shocking is the technology to achieve this was developed hundreds of years ago. Kryl, sweetie, this is killing everything around us. You can see the land withering and dying. This is not a matter of different beliefs, Kryl. This is a matter of these people are monsters and need to be wiped off the face of Atheris. Emmett Selk didn't die for this. I cannot be held accountable for stuff that I say. Have a big bag of tacos. Like, she's so cute. Our tacos! Kill him! Kill him now! Fucking... My Warrior of Light has already pulled out her fucking grimoire. It's like, alright, motherfucker! You crush my tacos, I crush your skull. I know! Oh, I'm out of battery. Nuh-uh, Hamburglar. That's a real sussy baka move. Can we stop? I feel my brains leaking out of my ears. Fuck. Like, a lot of effort's been put into it, like... Despite the fact is, like... Honestly, like, it is definitely a fucking, like, porn world, though. Golden Shower, as an example. Comedy! Comedy! It's a golden shower!
Paradise Island for the new Wonder Woman.
I say that and you just keep going, like.
I'm sorry, because I'm excited.
No,
got
you
me
can
on my
you can
favorite
keep
thing,
going.
superheroes.
You can keep going. It's just like literally like as the transition is happening, that just starts coming
I'm
out.
sorry.
No, you're fine,
Watching
Braga.
to like remain in
You have triggered my Chisholm's hyper focus.
Hello, everybody. Braca's info dumping about superheroes again. Please continue.
Yes. Okay. Last thing I'll say, the Flash in that universe doesn't have a Flash family to pull from for help, because that's like Barry's biggest weakness, biggest like strength is the Flash family. And Diana has no Paradise Island, and it's heavily implied she was either raised in Hell or in Valhalla. But I'm thinking it just based off of just her designs. I think she was raised in Hades, and she has like a skeletal horse mount with wings.
Okay, this just sounds like a better universe. I'm sorry. It sounds like Darkseid just made an infinitely cooler unit. Like, I feel like Darkseid was just like, you know what? These fuckers got no swag. They got no riz. You know what? I'm gonna make them infinitely cooler.
Oh, and she also has like a two-handed greatsword as a weapon.
Like, Diana should just have weapons. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if anyone in, like, the Justice League should just be able to just whip out the battle axe, it should be Diana. Like the best Dianas are always the ones that got weapons. I don't think there's, like, an example that refutes that.
Yeah.
So
trying to
okay,
find a good ending.
hang on, if Clark's not raised by the Kents, then who raised him?
I think it's implying that he's just arriving on Earth as an adult from somewhere in space. So
Wait,
he
so
was
like,
probably raised off-world,
did like Krypton not blow up or something, or?
potentially. Like it's his thing is that he's as far raised by the Kents.
It sounds like they might be going with the Stan Lee Superman,
What's
Yeah,
this
where he's
then?
just like a space
where he's
police officer.
basically a space cop.
Yeah, he's a space cop basically.
I'm gonna be honest.
Traveling
Stan
space
Lee,
cop.
there was a point that they were trying to oust Stan Lee from Marvel, so he rewrote all of the, he wrote a special comic of Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman,
Mm-hmm.
where he redesigned them and rewrote them,
Okay.
and they were just way cooler.
Yeah, it's
I-
called Just Imagine Stan Lee creating the DC universe, and it's
I-
just super cool.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna be honest. That kind of speaks to why like DC heroes kind of just get lame after a while. Like the way that like Stan Lee and by extension like a lot of like modern Marvel stuff makes people is like, all right, who is this person first, and now give them powers. Versus DC
Yeah.
very much seems like they go like reverse.
Yeah, I
Like
think the thing with DC
Yeah,
is that it's. Go ahead.
Spider-Man was the turning point of, like, superhero design.
mm-hmm.
Spider-Man was written to be an everyman character, to be someone that the average comic book reader could associate with.
Yeah.
So that's why he was deliberately a teenage boy. And then
Yeah.
it was like, oh, well, we can't have him wearing a full face mask or people won't know. Well, no, he has to wear the full face mask so he can pretend that he's older than he is.
Hmm.
Oh, well, who's his superhero? Because he's got to be a sidekick if he's a teenager. No, he doesn't have he is not a sidekick. He is his own hero.
Yeah.
Also,
And
I linked pics of her.
Yeah. Let me see this. It's Thursdays, you know.
Yeah, it's basically
That's
just
so cool.
like Superman,
Right?
Batman, and Wonder Woman all seem like they're taking heavily from the Stan Lee version.
Yeah.
Also, that's the new Batman. Look at him.
Yeah, I've seen
Look at
him
this
with
mountain of a man.
yeah, he's huge. That man works in a factory.
He is jacked.
Like I'm perceived the opinion that like you need to have heroes that are like relatable, and I think that that's honestly like an issue with Spider-Man. Ironically, is that Spider-Man's at a point now where because they've not let him grow up for so long, they just like he just kind of like just like I unironically I like Gwen more. Spider Gwen or Ghost Spider, whatever. I really think Ghost Spider is the dumbest fucking name though, because it's like it makes
really is.
it in the context of her own universe, it makes no goddamn sense.
Not only that, but it's the reason why readers are clinging so hard to Ultimate Spider-Man now because they let Peter grow up.
Hmm.
Like it's because the maker rewrote the universe so he never got bit by the spider, and he got the spider when he was like in his mid 30s or so, and he's married to MJ and has a kid.
Yeah.
But they let him grow up. They let him have a family, and when he reveals to his family that he's Spider-Man, MJ is okay with it, and his kids keep his secrets. And MJ is the one who actually comes up with the name Spider-Man for him.
Hmm.
He
Like
also has like an AI version of Venom now. It's a Picotech suit.
yeah. Like I personally think that like we should just have heroes allowed to grow up. I think that's personally like we like Spider-Man should have like we like Spider like it came out in like what the 60s, 70s?
Something up there, yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the 70s, yeah.
Yeah, Peter Parker should be in his like 50s now, and like he should be like he should either be like a legacy hero like Jay Garrick Flash, or he should be like either completely out of the books or showing up as like man in the chair for whoever came after. So like Miles Morales
Bruce
or
Wayne, like Bruce Wayne and beyond.
yeah, like so like yeah, like So it's like, yeah, so like you would have like modern day Miles, or you would have Mayday, or whatever, and just like, yeah, no, Peter shows up periodically like in the suit to kick ass, but it's very clear that he's old. Like he's showing up to like, I still got it, and you kids need help, and I've been doing this for like 50 years, like, and then just like, and then but like the majority of the time, like he's in their ears, like the man in the chair. It's like he's the one who taught them how to do it. Like that to me would be like infinitely more interesting. Like, hey, who's like, and also you'd have a new jumping in point for like people that are growing up. It's like, hey, who was Spider-Man when you were a kid? Peter Parker? Oh, hey, who's Spider-Man now, kid? Oh, it's Mayday Parker? Who's this? And you can bond with now, and older comic fans could bond with their kids over like what's changed. But like instead, no, they just keep resetting Peter, and
Yeah,
it's really annoying.
it's that like name recognition thing of like why are we making this story something new when we have the Star Wars license? We can just make it a Star Wars story.
Like, the thing is, Peter Parker should not be the name people latch onto, which Spider-Man should be. Spider-Man should be...
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like the Flash. There's been, like, what, like 6 Flashes now?
And then
So
there's like the rest of them.
my idea and opinion anyway is I think that comics should design each like major arc to last approximately 1 year. And then as you're doing the stories of your superheroes, every like major arc has their 1 year that they do the character arc. Then you have your big crossover thing is like 1 year of that big crossover thing. And let the characters age with those and new heroes come like phase in
Exactly.
over every few years.
I'm gonna be honest, they could even probably make more money by that, because let's be honest, if they did like an annual like every year where it's like, hey, it's this character's birthday, like here's like an annual of all their like most like impactful stories or whatever. Like, and here's the thing, you could make hella bank off that, because like imagine you
Hello.
hello. Imagine you had a thing that was like, oh hey, it's Peter Parker Spider-Man's like 25th year in publication. He's like 45 now. Here's like a big thing. It's like you could turn it into like a big event. Yeah. So how you doing, Cam?
I'm good. I finally have my voice. Can you actually hear me?
No, I
Yes,
can't hear
loud
you.
and clear.
Oh, I can speak.
You can sing.
You can
I-
fight.
Well, I can fight with the best of them, but I don't know about singing. Singing might be. Let's spare everyone that.
No, hit us up. Play Wonderwall.
All right, guys, let's hit that loot. I'm gonna play this thing called Wonderwall.
And I said, maybe.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
So
Spider-Man?
The prismatic wall spell.
Yeah, the person I'm gonna
Anyway,
hit.
here's Wonderwall.
I'm stealing that now. I'm stealing that now, Sprig. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest, if Wizards of the Coast weren't fucking cowards, every single spell on the bards should have their own spell list that shares with nothing else, and everything should be a pun.
I agree, but they're cowards.
Yes. Like they should have a spell that's equivalent to Power Word Kill, and it's just called Mega Death, but it's spelt correctly, unlike the band.
That would be awesome.
That would be funny.
They need a spell. They also need a spell that's literally just the face melter from Brutal Legend.
Yeah. Oh, I
I
just...
have a funny.
Yes.
I have a funny homebrew spell from my setting that
Give-
was
Give the funny.
So it's a conjuration cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
It deals
gosh.
bludgeoning damage.
Nice poop.
Uh-huh.
It is a bard spell originally,
Mm-hmm.
and it is called Bass Drop.
Hmm. Wait. Does it literally?
It summons
drop
a fish hundreds of feet in the
Yes.
air over your target's head.
Yes, I love this. I
Oh.
love this.
And then the bludgeoning damage scaling up is because it is a bigger fish as you gain levels.
Yes. Oh, this reminds me of something. Let me look up. Has anyone heard of the Retroverse setting?
No.
It's basically billed as there we go, players mix right here. It's billed as Saturday morning cartoons, the setting. Like there's
Oh.
literally a class that lets you play like a henshin superhero kind of thing, and also one that lets you be Neo.
Oh my god.
But there is a spell from there, like a setting specific spell. There it is. Just got to get to the H's section. It's a first level. Let me find it. It's in the H. Here we go. It's called Hillwhelm Scream.
Okay.
Says it's 60 feet, one action, verbal somatic. Choose one creature you can see within range. Creature must make a wisdom save, taking 2d8 on psychic damage, screaming and falling prone on a failure, and half as much on not falling prone on a success.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
there's also a cantrip that's just called Jazz Hands. And one that lets you make Shadow Link. It's just called Linked Shadow.
Huh.
Let's see. There's also one called Mind Blow.
Oh boy. All right. Let's move on to like the thing we're here for, because God, we could be here all day with that. Why
I didn't
is
see
my
this one before. It's called Mom Spaghetti.
Oh God. Why is okay? I just tried to move my chair back and I realized I can't. My mattress has been moved over. I don't know why. I can only imagine.
Experience.
Yeah. Don't look too deep into that.
Yeah, I
Very.
highly recommend this setting. Uis is the one who does the art for it.
Hmm.
So you know it's full of like sexy monster girls and shit. But yeah, sorry, I keep interrupting you, my bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right. I'm opening all the homebrew stuff that I got anyway, so it's fine.
Okay.
So, how many of you remember what happened last time?
I do.
What happened? You fool! It was a trick.
Alright.
Do the recap.
Yes. Alright. So we arrived in the city. The wonderful city, remind me again the name.
Sarah.
Sayre, thank you. We arrived in the wonderful city of Sayre. We decided to get a room for the night, and at the inn, we heard some scuttlebutt about some awful shit going on,
Uh-huh.
and we stopped the kidnapping of an Azamar bartender and learned from a wonderful and helpful goblin priest that the perpetrators are part of a evil cult of life and death who are planning some awful shit. Then we went to the town leader's place for a nice little banquet, but it turns out that everybody there, besides him and us, and a couple civilians, were cultists.
Mm-hmm.
And a big fight ensued. The the town mayor got ported away. We managed to detain one of the cultists and learned out that they're trying to bring back the dead and just stop death entirely. Basically.
Mm-hmm. Minor
Which is a
correction.
very bad
It's
thing.
minor correction. It's not the mayor of the town. It's the speaker of the entire country.
Ah.
Functionally, the president. It's such a small country that like it's not really like a big deal.
Yeah, the population is such just like a shadow of.
Mm-hmm. Like I think at one point I did actually come up with like numbers, and I'm pretty sure this entire country has like about as many people as Liechtenstein, which is not very many.
Makes sense. But yeah, that's a very brief summation. Not entirely accurate, but yeah.
I realize that like non-Europeans probably don't understand how many people are in Liechtenstein.
It's
It
like
is
40,000.
yeah,
It's like the size of a medium-sized
yeah, yeah, it's like 40,000, 40 to 50,000, I think, if I remember right. Oh, I just realized because I'm using YouTube Music, my browser sounds from Opera GX are coming through. Oh, I need to fix that. Hang on a second.
Oh, no.
Also, my mouth on my Fugi is like just stuck open. She's just like eternally screaming.
Yeah, it's
Like
your
he's just having an existential crisis over there, I
yeah,
guess.
it's your Discord. It's 'cause your Discord's continually broadcasting.
It's not coming up that way on mine.
On my end, it is. I don't know.
Strange, very strange.
Where's the mods button in G Opera?
Whoa.
Jesus,
Oh, there. Yeah, that fixed it. Very good.
gotta
No more screaming.
gotta turn off my browser sounds.
It's my turn then.
Ah!
I died.
Okay, I.
One
Why
of
is
the
it still
inside
playing?
is out.
Why is it still playing? Huh?
Oh, hi, Green Sandu. We have a gift here. We have Peepers. Peepers has joined us. She has decided
Hooray.
that now is the time to crawl all over me.
Hello, peepers.
She says nothing. She's actually very quiet for a bird.
Kitty,
Hmm.
I'm guessing.
Oh, there she goes. No, she's a bird. Go.
Bird.
Peepers.
What kind of bird?
What are you doing? What are you doing? She's very excited that we're yapping.
Aw.
She is a green cheek conure of the pineapple variety. So she's like
Aw,
pastel colors. Are you so excited? So
that's
excited.
adorable.
Do you want to bite the mic? No? You just want to demurely sit on my hand? Okay,
Aw,
baby.
that's adorable.
She's the best. She's a princess and a menace to society.
Good. That's the best type. I did do all of your magic items.
Mm-hmm.
So you should
Yes.
have those.
Excellent.
If they don't work, then it's not my fault.
Valid.
All
My
right.
item is my item on me, or is it? Yeah, here it is. The warding lantern.
Yeah.
It's on me, though I technically put it on a collar around Reggie.
Oh well.
I love him.
Bleh. I don't know how Reggie's gonna turn it on. Is the problem.
I probably will just turn it on for him.
You're
Or
just
I can
gonna
just keep it.
stand next to him and just kind of flip it on at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I can just stretch my arm and just boop.
Oh
Just-
God, right? Because you're.
I'm a plasmoid.
Or you could just like take an arm off of one of the many dead people we've killed, just sew it on. Its only job is to turn the switch.
I could just sew it to. I can sew it to like the side of his neck, and it just click, click, click.
I will allow it.
Okay, I'm doing that. It's gonna be like because he doesn't have like Allosaurus arms. He just has the spidery legs because he doesn't need them. So she takes one of them from the backpack, just sews it on, and it's just jutting from his neck loosely, and it just flops around when it's not in use.
It's like
I love my
10-minute job. All right. But like,
I love my abomination.
oh boy. All right. So last we left off,
Like his nature.
you dropped off the the cultist that survived at the local constabulary, and um they're kind of like in a panic because one, the speaker's gone. Two, the local inn, like in tavern, it just got attacked. There's a massive hole in the wall. Three, there's like a bunch of people missing. Like so they're kind of in like a massive like scatter. All you really know is that the speaker, the guy who is in charge of the country that you are all currently dwelling in, got taken to the city of the dead, and none of these guards are going to be able to do it. Like, if because let's be honest, that's kind of something that's reserved for people like you. So, what do y'all do? Like, what is your like course of action? Please tell me it's not gonna be. Well, I guess we're holding elections. Please tell me that's not it.
No,
I mean, it wasn't before, but now it is.
no, I don't want that kind of power.
My Monday group's super wood, and I'm like, oh boy.
Fair. Just gonna first try and find something to like somebody who looks like they're in charge.
You do see one guy, a gnome who is currently standing on 3 crates, each one held up by a poppet. Like the poppets are also stacked, like they're holding the crates up. And he's just barking orders at everyone. Can't really
Amazing.
make it out because of all of the cacophony, but like he looks relatively important. He's got a big mustache.
That denotes importance.
Yeah.
It's in goblin culture. It doesn't. Don't listen to me. I'm making shit up.
I haven't written any gnome lore, so maybe it does. Who knows?
Actually, okay. Can we? I know that we're. I truly feel in my heart of hearts that if any culture was going to denote like matter of importance via like mustache, it would be either gnomes or goblins.
All right.
And
It's-
like the bigger the mustache or beard, like the more I don't know, like prowess as a person you have, like more noble you are, right?
The bigger, the
Maybe
big, the
It
big.
definitely feels like a social standing thing for gnomes.
Yeah.
It very much seems
At-
like it
Status
to me.
yeah.
symbol.
And now I'm
Yeah.
gonna
The
add.
bigger the nose and or mustache, the more important the gnome.
Gonna add in.
But importantly, soul patches are thought of as deviant and weird.
Important like gnome addendum. Female gnomes can also grow mustaches. In fact, they could grow
Yes.
them easier than the men.
And there's like a whole like industry based around like
The mustache
mustache
grooming.
hair growth. Yeah, and like fake mustaches are like one of those things. Like when people get like BBLs or hip implants, it's like the same kind of thing.
You walk
But
in
for
you,
mustaches.
you walk into a gnomish hair salon and they've just got like they got copies of Nogue and it's just like pictures of female gnomes with just like these big like elaborate mustaches.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Thank you. You see the vision.
I see the
Like-
vision.
This reminds me of I have a book from Pathfinder's Galarian setting, and there's so many trans people. There's actually a trans mask character who is basically a hairdresser specializing in beards and specifically making them like styling them for a person's gender presentation. It's so good.
A trans person
A
specializing
trans-
in beards.
a trans mask dwarf specializing in beards as like as like hair care salon stuff.
I have a question, Braca. 1, is he
Yes.
straight? 2, when he was pretending to be a woman, did he date a man to pretend?
Let me check. I have actually made a thread about this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you-
get
you-
it because they're it's
Beard.
a beard. It's a beard. I
Beard.
get it. God.
Let's see. A beard with a beard. Yes, amazing.
Oh boy. But yes, there's the gnome with the big mustache.
Mm.
Like literally, like you could see the puppets like straining against the small crate as they try to keep it upright as he's just gesticulating wildly.
I mean, looks like he's in charge.
What are you gonna do now that
So-
you have identified the most important looking man in the room?
Should we talk to him?
Uh,
I feel like we should talk to him.
I thought the speaker was taken to the city.
He was.
Yeah, the in character.
Oh,
is just
oh,
like,
sorry.
I thought the problem is that way. What are we doing here? Sorry, I can't do voices.
No, you're
Oh,
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
okay.
The nodes disagree. I keep getting in trouble when I try to do voices now.
No, you're fine. Do voices. It's funny.
No,
Voices are
I have
fun.
vocal notes, and it's actually painful. I
Oh,
try and
okay.
I
Oh.
strain my vocal
Hmm.
limits, and
Valid.
Okay,
yeah.
understandable. I thought you meant trouble, as in like people were saying you did like a bad accent or
No,
something.
no, it's like people get me. I get in trouble because people are like, "Hey, why are you stressing your voice when it's already messed up?"
Hmm. All right. Anyone have anything
I
to
found
say to
him.
the? Yep.
I found the picture of him. It doesn't say whether or not he has like a partner, but he still has the profile picture of him still has a very fabulous beard.
Love that.
Behold him, Espen Farseeker.
Oh my god, this man's.
Right? He looks fabulous. Like the entire like dwarven council in the city of High Helm in Pathfinder is like half of them are trans people, and it's amazing. Just appreciate this man's design, his vision,
Oh god, the vision.
the
All right,
vision.
all right. What is
Also,
Big's?
it's known in High Helm that you can actually have fire ferrets as pets.
Good.
Yes. Anyhow,
Chat. Welcome to D
going
and
up
D,
to
where you can't go like more than 5 minutes or like a 10-minute like side. Yeah,
I'm
but
not
yes.
sorry. I'm not sorry I brought up gnomes.
No, no,
I
no,
know
sorry
who I
either.
am.
but yeah, gonna go up to the gnome who looks like they're in charge. Excuse me, sir,
The
friend.
the gnome looks at you and just turns and like they've got like this long spindly mustache that like kind of like extends out like 6 inches like beyond their head on each side, and they turn around and it just kind of like they're just high enough on the crates it just kind of swishes over the top of your head a little bit, and he's like, "What? Can't you see I am busy? We've got a missing speaker. We have people missing. My favorite ale house has a hole in the wall, for God's sake."
Yes, yes. We are actually witnesses to the abduction of the speaker. Is there any way we can help? We also have information. Bring like has the like gestures to have like the cultist brought forward, or if he's is he still with us?
I think you handed him off to the jail, which is a different building.
Yeah, she's like we put him down at the jailhouse. Admittedly, we have information about where they would have taken him.
Well, I mean that's one thing that can be off my chest. All right, where did the speaker go?
All right, I'll just relate to him what we learned last time. Since my brain
Yeah.
is made of fuck and I cannot remember the name of
Yeah.
the place.
No, no, you're gonna hit yourself when I say it. So as you kind of explain it, his eyes go wide and he's like, "Oh, oh, gods above,
Yeah,
you
it's not
you you."
great.
They took the speaker to the city of the dead to be a sacrifice
Yeah.
during the month before Varingsfall.
Yep. And their plan was to basically stop death.
I mean, that's just that's nonsense. I don't think that's something that's
Thank you.
yeah. I don't think that's a thing they can do. But the point is,
May I
like,
interject?
They're gonna damn well
yes,
try.
yes.
Well, that might seem impossible. They seem pretty determined, and unfortunately, sometimes where there is a will, there is a way. So this might be pretty bad.
I mean, look, whether they can do it or not, like, I mean, we really don't need the speaker gone. I mean, like, we don't have any other, like, last descendants of the Karranyr royal family hanging around, last I checked. Like, he might only be, like 1/8, but, like, we still need him around, like, ah, you,
Yeah.
you have the look of wall guardians around you. You're from you're usually around there, aren't you? The city of the dead? Answer is yes, yes, you
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
Like,
I am a
We've
member
done
of the
some work around
knighthood.
there. And my chimera and I have done some work protecting this place. Yeah.
you wouldn't by any chance be willing to head in there and try and get Speaker Reth back, would you? Because I'm going to be honest, if I send any of my guys in there, I don't think they're coming back breathing.
It sounds like a fun experiment, honestly. And besides, I mean, not much else we can do besides just try to help.
Yeah. Like, with so many citizens missing, it's hard to tell which ones were taken by the cult and which ones were cultists themselves. So, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm kind of short-staffed because a few of my guards are missing. And by a few, I mean, like, an entire division.
Yeah.
You'll never guess which division.
I give up.
The missing persons division.
Of course. What was I thinking?
He's kind of like he's still like barking orders like at his men like between like as there's like lulls in the conversation, but he's like, look, get the speaker back and I'll see. I don't know what do you want in return? Like outside of your usual like job posting, but still.
Um, she actually takes a minute because she hadn't thought about that.
He's just assuming that you're mercenary types because most wall guardians are.
Mm.
Is there money involved?
I mean, he asked you what you want, so
I mean, I'm assuming there's money involved.
yeah.
Mm.
Like, I mean, if you want money, like I can do it. Like I could probably scrounge together a collection plate. Like this is a town of like 200 people, 50 of which are now missing.
Mhm.
Do you have any rare magical items?
Hey, part of town of 200 people, don't you get? Like, I mean,
I mean, not to be weird, but you're a gnome, right? Like, gnomes have magical items, right? Like, that's a thing.
She looks at you just like you've grown a third head, just like you cannot just say that.
You can't.
God, just call me a slur, why don't you?
Yeah.
He reaches into his pocket and he's like, I do have I do have this wand that like casts the light spell though if you want it, I guess. I don't know.
She glorms a hand like a just a little like gag over their mouth and just like I'm sorry, my friend. They're just a little
They're feral.
so new. They're feral. They're just feral.
We found them in a dumpster.
He shrugs and he puts the it's literally a flashlight. He puts the flashlight back in his belt and he's just like, all right, well, if you can't think of something, just like I'm gonna be honest, if you get the speaker back below you, like I don't know, the speaker probably would have something more impressive to give you if you even want if you want anything.
We can negotiate after the job is done. Sounds good.
All right. I mean, you know how to get to their city, right? I mean, it's where you came from, I assume.
Yep. Yep.
All right. He sighs. He's like, based on what little I know, if they were gonna do like a sacrifice or something, it'd be in the castle in the middle. That's where that's where everything went wrong, like all those centuries ago, based on the history books.
Mhm.
If I was an evil murderous cultist, that's where I'd do a ritual.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah. Um, I have a question for you, Sprig. Actually, I'm gonna
Yes.
DM you.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure entirely about your vibe. Okay. Um. Esme, you have like a little like spark of memory. You remember. You remember something about the castle. You remember there being a small chamber that was not very known in the basement of the castle. And you remember you were told never to go into it if you were ever to find yourself in the castle again. Like, it's something that like just kind of like sticks out in your brain. Like,
If one were to assume like nefariousness, that would be the first place that would become
yeah,
a target.
exactly, yeah.
Mm.
Like, if you were to say perform a ritual that kills all life within a city and unleashes a pall of darkness across the land and collapses an entire empire, that'd be the place to do it.
Yeah, the one place that's probably like some sort of magical ley line or vault or something that no one's
Exactly.
supposed to ever go inside of.
Yeah,
Checks out.
yeah,
And like a secured location where not a lot of people can get in.
yeah. And also the dead center of a city completely filled with zombies,
Mhm.
skeletons, and all sorts of nasties.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, that's where I would do it.
No. So,
She's just going to, I suspect the cultists, if there were somewhere to look first, I would first think of the Forbidden Room.
Hmm. Looks like a forbidden room.
The room that is forbidden.
What was I thinking?
Like, blank expression.
Okay, the forbidden room in the castle, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, we have a lead on a lead, which is more than we had before. Right then. Do we want to try and? Well, we've already gotten gear, so do we want to head out?
I think I will, like, do an aside for a second because I don't know if or when we'll ever get the chance for the reveal because it's a very short, like,
and we are
more or
missing.
less one-shot campaign.
Yeah, we are missing one of our one of our 4 sessions at this point. Yeah.
Which is totally okay.
Esme is so weird because she comes from before the incident that caused Karranyr to fall into ruin.
I kind of
like,
figured it might be something like that.
Just a little while ago, I dropped that hint too with the, I assume you're wall guardians, and she said, yes, I'm a member of the Knighthood. The Knighthood hasn't existed for centuries.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And like, there's no wall guardians that are knights, but there's wall guardians that descended from knights, and none of them would call themselves knights. It's like,
Yes,
yeah.
Esme is just real weird. She has been inside the City of the Dead this whole time.
Okay.
That was basically the, like, explanation for, well, it's not the whole story, but it's enough of, like, there's enough to piece together, but I want to make it clear so that we're not just losing out on that story beat.
Right, I gotcha.
Put Snow Talon on the map because I felt like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could actually make his, like, proper token.
Huh?
I had the picture that I got for him before.
Oh, right. Yeah, I should just set that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hang on.
I didn't make a token of it, though, so...
That's fine. It could be square.
It only takes a second, so I'll just get it done.
Alright. So, the gnome will kind of like usher you out. It's like, all right, get going, get going. I gotta freaking. You know how many? Yeah, this is gonna just absolutely just ruin my evening. He's gonna shout down at the pop. It's like, keep me upright. Fetch another box. Pop it like gives him a salute and runs off.
Oh, love that. Alright, let's get moving.
All right. So it's
Did we get this guy's name though first?
You didn't get his name, but like you could see like on his name tag it said
Right on his badge.
Yeah, on his under his badge number his name was Scrunch Whistle.
Scrunch Whistle. I love him.
Scrunch Whistle.
I love him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you would love my gnomes. All of them, like their name is just word and then onomatopoeia. It's great.
That's amazing.
All right. So as you go, Snow Talon is like waiting outside for Esme. Um, but how do you guys wish to proceed to the city of the dead? Like, are you just gonna all load up on the Snow Talon? Are you gonna call a bus? What are you gonna do?
I'm loading up on my monstrosity.
Oh right, I forgot it can move quickly.
I'm riding Reggie because Reggie can fly and Reggie also has just like spider climb because it is also part spider. And I mean it's a 30-foot speed either way, but yeah.
I will say that like if Reggie is just going in a straight line, like in a sprint, it can match mount speeds, but but it needs to like build up the speed first.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
But
just gonna ride Reggie because it's fun. I just take him by like two of the smaller like prongs on his moose antlers closer to his head, like I'm riding one of those big choppers with ape hangers. The um the big handles on motorcycles.
oh my god. As
I've got my legs around his neck.
yeah. That's
Okay, that's it. Sorry.
who's Radiant riding with? Cam? Cam?
Yes.
Who's Radiant riding with?
Yes.
Who's Radiant riding with?
Mm, blob.
You load up onto the spider Allosaurus.
The
Yes.
spider moose allosaurus.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been dying for an excuse to ride the giant spider weird Allosaurus guy.
Yes.
I didn't want to just like hop on its back right, but
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I need to know. I need you to know that
Come
it's
to
been
the
in my
weirdo
thoughts.
side.
It's
So
just a little guy.
it's just a little guy.
Yes, he's just a baby.
He's a baby.
Literally, he's probably only like 5 years old
Nah.
So you
because
just
I
see
made him
Radiant.
5 years ago.
So you just see Radiant, the tiny little tiefling, like climbing up like a little tiny critter and just like grappling on. And has the biggest, stupidest little smile on their face. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear the bird. She has things to say.
No, you're fine.
Very important things to say, I'm sure.
Oh
Yes,
boy.
peeping and popping.
Yes.
All right. So you load up onto your mounts and you just take off. Now it is like late in the evening and it is a pretty decent distance. So like you're moving through the night. As you go, I do have a question for you. So it's kind of hard to see because of the big thing in the way. So the quickest path is to go down the road on the way to Eastwatch and then like go north midway. Do you just go directly to Karranyr, or do you like make any pit stops or do you keep an eye out for anything? Like what is your general pace? Like is it like a full steam ahead or
I mean, we got like a time scale of when this is happening, right?
yes, like right now it is the evening. If you ride full speed, you'll get there at first light.
Okay. Did they say when they were planning on this shit?
Um so
Just a
getting
refresher.
so getting to the uh getting to the city for you you're actually moving relatively quickly because it's you're on two mounts and you can just full steam ahead. They're moving upwards of 50 people, so it's going to take them longer, so you're not liable to catch up with sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna say because they're likely going to be taking wagons, and with the number of people that are traveling, it's going to be a fairly large and obvious trail. But they have a pretty big head start on us, so
Yeah,
especially trying to travel at night, I don't expect we would catch up to them.
you're not liable to catch up to them, but like basically like
We're not gonna get there last second if we had to take a detour,
yeah.
pit stop or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
like if you need to take a piss stop, yeah, like stop at the rest stop and take a little nap or like ask
Right.
directions, yeah.
Okay.
Like this is basically like DM code for last chance. You're going to a place where there's going to be very few like places where you can stock up on anything you need.
Right.
And I want to point out also, like, there are like the big towns you see, those are just like the big towns. There are like smaller settlements like dotted around, but like they're just not mapped.
Right.
Yeah. So
I
like
feel
if
like
you,
we should maybe at least stop once to see if we can get some healing potions.
mm-hmm. Is that what you're all wanting to do?
Does that sound good to
I
the team?
think that some potions and
Mm-hmm.
treatment materials could go a long way.
Right. So as you're riding along the main road, basically just going, you come up like once you get to like the mid part of between Sayre and Eastwatch, so like right about here, um, you come across the Southwatch trading post. It's an old trading post that was set up like a long time ago. That was essentially supposed to be like a starting place for wall guardians, and it still does that, but because like there's so few new wall guardians, it's not exactly the most glamorous job. It's a little bit dinky, and the person who's in charge of this trading post is like asleep at the till. Wait, as you pull up, like it is like they are open, their lights are on, they got like their like open 24/7 sign like lit up by candles and everything, but like behind the arrow proof glass, the the clerk is like face down on the till like asleep.
Just sawing logs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's a small bell that says knock for like this says ring for service. Someone's carved into the wood next to it, knock really loud for service. Like, you, those of you who are not immortal homunculi, you've been here at least once before, and you know generally the prices and all that. Like if you wake this guy up, like it's not that expensive. Like it's like basically like there's you're getting sold potions, not on the cheap, but like at the lower end of their usual cost. Um, how many? Which ones of you like
Fixed
know?
market price. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah, basically, yeah. It's like they have like a deal with like the authority behind the wall guardians. So
Okay.
so I do have a question for you because the thing here is not you know getting the potions. That's not it. How much do you like know about potions? Like I'm asking you like as characters.
I mean, I would think Artificer knows a fair bit about potions.
Mm-hmm. That's like 50 gold pieces per potion, by the way. Unless you want like the
Yes.
big healing potions.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, I can cover a fair amount of them.
I feel like Esme's knowledge of healing potions is mostly secondhand. She's drank a lot of them, but like the knowledge of them and making them and stuff is secondhand at best.
Yeah. Okay,
Same for Radiant.
are you
They've
bought?
probably drank in a ton, but
Alright, so are you looking at normal healing potions, or are you looking to buy superior healing potions?
I was initially looking at normal ones.
Okay. So yeah, so it's 50 gold pieces per potions. The guy like if you wake the guy up, like he sleepily like takes your gold and like he doesn't really talk much.
Yeah, she does the whole like shave and a haircut knock, duck, 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 duck,
uh,
and then the last two just thump thump while
like
like her fist against it, which it deforms her fist when she smacks it into the like the glass because
jolt.
slime.
Yeah. They jolt away. Yeah, hello. Yes, wall guardians. Yes, hello. I was awake.
Yep,
You
of
need
course you were.
you need stuff. You need like rope, bombs, lamp oil.
Potions. Potions, healing.
Potions. All right. Yes, potions.
Quick,
How
please.
many? How many do you want?
Looks to the group. How many do you think we will need for this little venture? Because I have like.
Better to be safe than sorry. My own
Okay.
reserve is dried.
Let's see.
Like I got potions. I got poultices. I got superior.
Let's do 6 regular healing potions.
All right. 6 times 50. That's a lot. Yes, it's 300 gold, isn't it? Is that hang on, I have I have
Yep,
Dyscalculia
that should be it.
actually. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll fork it over. I have a 1,010.
All right. Yeah. So this guy. Oh, geez, I accidentally. Whoops.
There we go.
There we go. So this guy, he hands over the potions, and as you're taking the potions and you look at them, something like strike. Do they have enough rubies? uh, so as you look at these potions, you kind of like realize something, like, um, the guy, the cultists, sorry, I should say, they were carrying vials of poison, and and based on your own knowledge of like and stuff that you learned last time, you know that like poisons in this world and potions are made from the same plant, right? And it just strikes you how easy it would be to replace someone's healing potion with a deadly poison. You could
I
probably
see. Could
figure it
I-
out, but your average person,
Can I do like a medicine to see if I can suss out which are poison and which ones are regular potions?
you can.
All right, regular roll.
Yep.
Okay, normal roll 12.
You're pretty sure these are healing potions.
Don't like that. Pretty sure, but sure.
I'm just letting you know that like these are identical to the poison that you saw like in their robes.
Okay.
Esme's just gonna down one. We have doubts. Okay, clunk.
You know what?
He's injured anyway.
I shall test one now as well. Just like a taste test to make sure this is what it is.
I mean, if Esme drinks one, it's fine. Like, if Esme drink, yeah, Esme, you drink one and you fade. Yeah, no, that's healing potion. You know that's healing potion.
Okay.
How many D4 is that?
It's like 2d4, right? 2d4 plus 8.
2d4 plus 2 for the default.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
2d4 plus 2.
down to like almost half my HP, so yeah, I'm gonna down one to just like get a little bit more extra, or take more poison damage, whichever comes first.
Yeah, no, they're all these ones all heal you, but just letting you know for the future. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, Esme is, she has her, like, little bit of money knowledge. She takes her own bag of coins, and she pinches exactly enough to go between her thumb and forefinger so that she doesn't have 0, sets that aside, and then just dumps the rest of her bag out.
Okay.
So she's just buying 950 gold of healing potion.
This guy is like, what the fuck? That's a lot of gold. He turns around and he's like, I don't think I have enough.
I'll take higher quality as well.
Oh, okay. he starts he just kind of grabs like the entire like shelf worth, and he's like, "All right, so I got like 8 supreme healing potions." And he puts them down, and you can see that these ones they are a like unlike the regular potions, these ones you could not mistake them for poison. They are a gleaming. They are like a gleaming like porcelain liquid. Like you cannot mistake that for like a poison. How many did I say he put down? I'm sorry, my brain turned off.
8.
Yeah, he puts down 8 of these, and then like 10 more regular healing potions, and then he hands you back like 150 gold change. He's like, yeah, like that's all I got. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna be honest, you cleared me out until the wagon comes on Seven's Day.
And
That's
now
fair.
we can have no doubt that we've prepared as much as we can.
You're scary. I do not remember you coming through before, and I know everyone that's come through, you are terrifying.
I haven't.
Alright then. Alright, so non-scary people, you have anything that you want?
I mean, we kind of just needed heal potions, so I think we're good.
Alright, I mean, I got this 10-foot pole.
Does it do anything?
No, it's just a 10-foot pole. I think people use it to, like, look for, like, traps and stuff.
Do you have any poisons?
Oh, shit, no.
What?
He goes under the counter, and he pulls up, like, 4 bottles. He's like, yeah. And they're, like, marked, like, with, like, a big label. It says, poison, do not drink, not health.
Not health.
Ooh, what?
I mean, I assume so.
I assume we can put them on our weapons and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can, like, dip your knife in it, or, like, drip it over, and it'll work, yeah. Or someone could drink it. It's both a poison and a venom.
Interesting.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I think. How much are your two most nasty poison venoms?
That's a good question. Let me check the price sheet, and by that, I mean, I
Plus
didn't...
some, plus some health potions.
Poison venoms, venoms, if you will.
I given you...
A fun,
Venoms.
a fun tidbit, by the way, on like D&D poisons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At least going back to earlier editions, they were stated as all being venoms, but to make sure that drinking them would still be effective,
Mm-hmm.
they were often made and filled with metal shavings and shards of glass,
Oh my
like glass
god.
dust.
I love that.
I would
He's...
love
Sorry.
potions that melted flesh. Actually, that would be great.
Yeah, I wish I could melt flesh. But
If
you
you
want...
spit venom, you could.
Yeah, that's
Silence
true. That's
brand!
true. That's true. Alright. So, he goes under the thing. He's like, okay, so you want the deadliest one? Well, I mean, like, I don't have, like...
Maybe not the deadliest, but the one that causes the most. How should I put this? Like, maybe it doesn't kill them immediately, but it like really ruins their day. Like the one that's really like if you splash it on somebody's skin or gets it in a wound, that it's just really gonna ruin their day.
I mean, I got this one that's an emetic. I'll make them throw up.
Mm,
I have to
it
say,
needs
do
to
you
be
have
deadlier than that.
any instant enema poisons?
Yeah, or instant diarrhea poisons.
Yes, yes.
I mean, that's what emetics do.
Ah,
Yeah, emetics. So, an emetic poison will either cause you to shit yourself or throw up. It's a 50-50.
what about ones that gives you double cannon?
Oh, then you just need to hit them with the poison twice at that point.
Fair.
Yes,
Double
I'd love
strength
an
hit.
anemic poison.
Emetic. Emetic, like emit.
Emetic.
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 Emet-
Emetic.
This is
I mean, if you
happening in
drink that,
character.
You'll be emitting
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, so he's gonna
I
like
would-
he's gonna give you like the
Well, no, I'm-
weirdest side eye, and he's gonna reach down and he's just gonna put it like on the thing, and it's going to say it's gonna just say poop poison.
Poison. Do you have anything that causes like paralysis or flesh melting or
What the fuck is wrong with you?
well, I'm gonna put it on my warhammer, so when I bop things, it's gonna make them poop themselves.
We're off to fight some very, very bad people who've decided to take up residence in the castle.
Right. And you know what? Psychological damage is sometimes so much more worse than physical damage. So
It's true.
He pulls up this small oil, and it's like, I mean, I got this. It's an anesthetic. If you get this in someone's bloodstream, they fall unconscious.
yeah, sounds great. Poop
Poop
damage.
damage. No. So like this guy's like just very like, I'm gonna be honest, these aren't even marketed as poisons. It's like, because most of my customers fight undead. This one's supposed to be a laxative in case you eat some like, you know, rotten provisions, and this one's supposed to help you sleep once you've seen the horrors. You scare me.
Good.
Mm.
Um, we need health potions too.
You
'Cause-
took
I
my
got a fair
entire
amount of it.
stock.
We bought their entire stock of health potions.
Oh, well, that's great.
He's gonna take the potions that he'd set out, the ones that are like explicitly for doing damage, and he's going to put them back on. He's like, I don't trust you.
Not in my chat with the mix two poisons together. They get blacked
Do you have any
out,
potions
wake
that?
up wondering who pooped their pants.
What if we made the big bad poop their pants on the first turn? That would be the funniest thing. That's my new goal in life. Anyway,
If they're undead,
So-
we just try and shoot them in the mouth. Or even if they're not undead, just try and shoot an arrow in their mouth.
Oh god.
yeah. I feel like the arrow would cause more damage.
It would, but then they have an arrow in their mouth, and they're also going to potentially shit themselves or puke. So their day is going to be ruined on
They'd
multiple
get
fronts.
sepsis. That's so good.
Yes. It's like this is the worst day ever.
Roll for sepsis. Do you have any potions or I don't know concoctions that amplify spell power for spellcasters?
No, I can't say I do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't. You guys seem like you were a lot more well suited for the city than most of my clients. I mostly just sell basic adventuring equipment.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you for the poop damage potion. I appreciate you.
You scare me. Ugh. All right. Okay. So all right. Divide the potions amongst yourselves. You got like what? You got like what? Like 15 regular potions and 8 supreme potions. Divide that amongst yourselves.
Esme bought 10 regulars and 8 superiors, you said?
Yeah.
So, honestly, Esme has seemed to be on the front line the most.
Yeah. You want to just have Esme just hoard all the
So-
potions?
I will give half of the potions to each of you for the superiors,
Okay.
and then she'll probably just keep the lessers and the other 4 superiors.
Sounds good.
Oh my god. You're
I mean, the last time we were in combat, Esme took like almost all of the damage.
yeah. Actually, though. Oh. God.
I'm a wizard, by the way.
Yeah, wizard, by the way. Jesus. Alright. So, with that, he's going to, like, pull down the closed shutter because now they're just, like, out of, like, the majority of their, like, #1 thing. And, the next step would be to head towards the city. As you, like, mount back up and you head towards the city, Something seems a little off. I want a perception check from each of you.
Yeah. One sec. Perceive.
I will perceive with my special
Rolling
eyes.
that perception.
Oh no.
Oh,
There we
21! Oh, I got a nat 20.
Nobody good.
Uh,
Nobody with a good perception.
except for Radiant. Oh god. All
I just
right.
meant like modifiers. None
Yeah.
of us are proficient.
No. Oh Jesus. All right. Amazing monster hunters, but all of you. All right. So Uzolda and Esme, both of you, like as you're approaching the city, yeah, no, everything's fine. The city is dead. It's chilling. There's like skeletal birds that sometimes fly overhead. It's fine. Radiant, you realize something.
Mm-hmm.
You perk your ears. Usually, you can hear kind of like the click clank of like skeletons beyond like the closer wall by now.
Uh-huh.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Oh, that's weird.
Like they're like usually when you're this close to the wall, you can hear things on the other side. There's nothing there. And that puts you very much on edge.
Like, is it the absence of of noise, or is it
It is the
things are
complete
trying to be quiet?
it is the complete absence of sound. Like you're as far as you're aware, you're not near any passages into the city. But you've been around this section of the wall before. Like you know for a fact that there is usually like a contingent of skeletal soldiers, like like basically just like basically town guards before the incident happened, that basically just continue their patrols in Undeath, and usually
Okay.
they're passing by here at this time of night, or this time of morning. Sorry, the sun is starting to peak up. You've been here
Does
for
it feel unnatural in any way?
yeah, yeah, it very much does. Like you like
No, I mean like of like magical origin, like maybe
oh
a silent spell.
oh no 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 like fucking there's like you could still hear like the thudding of snow talons. You can still hear like the like the tippy tapping of Reginald's weird spider legs. There is still sound.
It's
But
just
it's
the
just
absence of that particular
that
sound.
particular sound is gone, and that's a sound that you used to be able to set your clock to.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on that note, Radiant kind of tilts their head one way and then the other because they have big Dumbo ears. Um, thinks about it for a second and then turns to. Uh, sorry, my nose is killing me.
No, you're fine. I've been there.
To Uzold.
Uzold.
Uzold. And kind of just goes, something. Is it right? We should pause what we're doing for a second.
Yeah, I
There
think
is a
yeah, we should.
distinct. Yeah, we should pause. There is a distinct lack of skeletons running around, and it just doesn't seem right. They should be passing by at this time, you know, i- but there's nothing. It's like completely silent.
Yeah. There's also a distinct lack of Braca, and I don't know if she's here or
Sorry,
and
my
stepped
roommate.
away.
Sorry, my roommate needed to know something. But yeah, no, Uzi agrees and she pulls back on the antlers and just yeah, she's like, yeah, this is definitely off.
Hmm. And it doesn't sound like, at least to me, it doesn't sound like there's anybody just paused outside. It doesn't sound like you know how when they're shuffling and stuff, when stuff is like trying to stay still or stay quiet, there's always going to be that kind of hushed shuffling. That doesn't. It just sounds like there isn't, which isn't. That's not right. That's not right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not good right there.
Well, I don't like that. Golly gee.
And cultists interested in necromantic magic passed through here recently. If I were to guess, they brought the skeletons with them.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Well, that's even worse.
Regardless, we can't exactly sit outside the walls and wait forever.
true.
True.
We do need to rest before we go into battle, though.
Is there a way? Does anyone have a way, or can think of a way to kind of scout the wall without any of the three of us, like actually going around or going into it? Does anyone have any kind of spell, or well, I suppose they point down to the T-Rex thing. They can't fly, can they? That's
I
not a thing.
mean, he can fly. I just would have to go with him because I can't look. He's not a familiar or a homunculus. I can't look through his eyes.
Mm.
Well, on that
Well,
note,
I could, I could
As
send him
Esme
in.
is Esme just summoning a familiar?
yeah, she just like basically brings up one hand and then I feel like it's gotta be a falcon or something like that.
Just
Just like materializes on her hand.
I choose to believe that you hold up your arm like a falconer and it materializes like 10 feet behind you and then soars down as if it was mid-flight and just lands on your arm. That's what I choose to believe. Just for the style points. Yeah, so you've all just seen Esme just summon a familiar out of nowhere.
And she guess she'll get her familiar to do a flyover.
So, you're familiar. This regal hunting hawk flies over the wall. And I'm assuming you're like switching your eyesight with it, right? All right. So you switch your eyesight with it, and as it soars over the wall, you look down, and the the town guards that are usually there around about this time of day, you're on their patrol. You see them. They're not in one piece though.
Oh dear.
Um, they're just like they were like they're not fully skeletonized. They were kind of like they had like a bit of flesh on them, a little bit fleshy skeletons, wet skeletons, if you will. And where they are right now, they're all laying up, seemingly dead or defeated, at their normal spot, meaning that something came by relatively recently and took them out.
Oh jeez.
And you don't see any evidence of what took them out. Esme, you do know, based on your knowledge of this wall, that there is a secret guard passage relatively close. You've used it a few times. You've passed by these guards on their patrol a couple times too. And but yeah, you see no evidence of like what could have killed them, and there's no like this is like nowhere near like a known entrance to the city. Like the main gate is still like maybe like a 30-minute like ride like down past the wall. So something went out of its way to come by here. Oh, at least that's your guess, really.
Yeah. But this is at the wall, so it's not really near the castle at all.
No, yeah, it's not near the castle. The only thing near here, by your knowledge, as someone who has been around this city for longer than damn near anyone, is there's a secret passage in the wall that leads into the city near here, but that's about it. And while you chew on that, I do need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
So chew on that, and I'll return. Where's the delete? Really? Really, video game? Come on. Come on, child safety lid. You know it's me. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. I forgot that you were streaming your end too, so what I'll do is I'll just leave my stream up instead of going to my BRB screen, and I'll let you keep role-playing. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Autism strikes again.
it's all right.
Yeah, it's totally okay. I don't see any evidence as to what might have been that put the guard patrol down. But there is a hidden sally port just over there that we could try to go through to get a better look.
Mm.
And she just gestures at like a section of wall.
Mhm. Well, it's
Yep.
the best option so far.
Yeah. We need to be as undetected as possible. Which might be hard considering we have a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex with us. But that's okay. Normally I'd suggest splitting up, but I don't think given the potential danger that's very bright. I think we should probably use your idea, Esme, and try to get through, or at least try to peek through using that little secret path.
Mhm.
And hope for the best. I guess a worst case scenario, there's a ton of really nasty things on the other side of that wall.
True, but we have, past the side of giant abomination, we have a Reggie. They cannot say that.
I also have an idea where we might be able to rest the night before engaging the cult in earnest.
Good idea.
Very good.
For now, though, I suppose it'd be best that we get through the wall.
Yes.
And I'll apologize to Liv and let her retcon this if she wants, but I've got an idea for a hidden sally port that would go this long unnoticed. Esme, like, basically rides Snowtown up to a segment of wall, and then steps down, taps around with her foot for a little bit, and then bends down on one knee, and basically sticks her knife in the grass, and cuts a long line down. And there's it's like an iron bar door that's wrapped in like treated hide that has soil and grass grown over it, basically. That just it's a hidden cellar door that leads into a minor underground segment that passes under the wall.
Oh, that's cool as hell. Holy shit.
Nice.
It is actually like it's one of the rarer like examples of it, but it's it would basically be a repurposed sapper tunnel that would have been converted into a hidden sally port.
Oh.
Because if you've ever heard any, like, or learned anything about counter sapping, it's super cool and, like, 9 bazillion% stressful. Basically, people would try to dig under the wall. That was the premise of sapping. They would dig under your wall, they would dig out the foundations, and then they would light a fire in the, like, barely supported chamber that's holding up your entire wall. And then that would burn away the wooden supports until they were too weak to support the weight, and the whole wall would collapse into the hole.
That's smart. I like
So,
that.
counter sapping would be people that are inside the walls digging a hole and listening. They like stick their ear up against the dirt and listen for somebody hitting the walls of the ground outside with shovels or picks or whatever. And then they dig into the tunnels that the zappers are making to fight them in these little tunnels.
I love
Tunnel
that.
warfare.
Not just for the Viet Cong. Oh my
On a
god.
war. Oh,
Yeah, so counter sapping, a counter sapper, like, in late medieval age would basically be like a person with a pick, like probably 2 or 3 people with picks and shovels and hauberks and a musket and probably like a short spear or some sort of like stabbing weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And their goal would be like walking around the city and looking for places underground, looking in like people's basements and stuff to stick their ear up against the wall and listen for someone digging.
That's cool.
mhm.
And then they would bust through the walls and dig into those tunnels to then fight people in the tunnels so that they could not like burn down the supports of the tunnel to collapse the tunnel outside the wall.
Jesus. That's
so cool.
rad as hell.
Mhm.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's rad as
That
hell.
was how I described.
I had my headphones on the whole time. I heard. I adore that. That's amazing. All right, so yeah, so as you go down into this counter sapper tunnel, um, it opens up into a small small chamber. The chamber kind of like extends. It's like kind of like a rough hewn kind of thing for a little bit until you come out into a ruined cellar. It's kind of depressing in here. If I'm going to be completely honest, it's full of cobwebs. Um, it seems like it's the basement of a storefront, but it's clear that somebody lived here at one point. You see like lost like familial things in places, as well as like stock from the store that is that like just is a lot of it's just rotted away. But there is a ladder that goes up to the main floor of the building, and there's also a cellar door that leads out onto the street.
Yeah, Esme would just go up the ladder.
Alright, the rest of you go with
We're
her?
uncertain of what's going on in the street, so she would head up the ladder into the store so that we can look into the street from indoors instead of opening straight into the street.
The rest of you go with Esme?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. So as you open up into this building, I guess, for lack of a better term, this store, you see kind of a sight. There's so this appeared to have been a former general store, and it's clear that people came in here after the incident. Potentially survivors, potentially looters, you're not sure, but a lot of the shelves are empty, and the ones that aren't just has like 100-year-old like moldering, like you can't even really call it moldering at this point. It's like fossilized practically, disintegrated sludge of like produce and stuff. you see a chair behind the till where there is a desiccated humanoid skeleton with a sword through its chest, pinning it to the chair. Uh, it's kind of a grisly sight, but it's something that likely would not have happened before the incident. It had to have happened after. You don't really have the context otherwise.
Hmm.
But it does seem like you're in a general store, and there's a big bay window out front that looks out onto the street. Um, a lot of the glass is still intact, but some of the panels are kicked out. Due to this being like one inside the city, so not a lot of people come in, and two, like away from the main thoroughfare, it seems like this place has been relatively untouched for the last several centuries. But do you look out the window? Did I clear some dust away, or what do you do?
Definitely gonna.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you clear away the dust, and you see out onto the street. And this window, because it protrudes out a little bit, you can kind of see like a little bit further down the street than you would if it was flat. And you see the area where those guards would have been. You can also see in the footpath where like their patrol has gone again and again and again, just worn down in the cobblestones. You see them laying in a sort of circular pattern, as if they tried to close ranks, but they're all facing the wrong way. They're facing inward.
Mhm.
That's all I have to say for now.
Curious or curious.
Hmm.
Why they were facing that way, but
Oh, by the way, because of all the way they're like piled up, you can't actually see like what they're all facing. They're kind of just like piled up a little bit.
okay, so we'd have to go down there and pick through them.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we had best luck. If it was uninvolved with the cult, then it's a contained incident. But it might give us insight into what we may be facing in the future.
Mm.
Shall we be off then?
Might be a good idea to keep moving.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we'd be safe just like sitting around.
You're not gonna inspect the thing with the guards, or
We should probably do that too.
That was what Esme was asking. Just like, are we gonna keep sitting here, or should we go and investigate?
Investigation could be good.
I suppose she will open the door and head out to investigate the bodies then.
so as you head out of this thing and you step onto the street, Esme, you remember when this was a bustling thoroughfare, whether you came here yourself or you just heard of it. Um, the echoing silence strikes you. Um, but this is something different because, like I've said before, like this is an area that you probably would have passed through because of the Sally Port at least once, and
Oh,
this the silence is just absolutely oppressive. Like you remember when this place was at its loudest, and you remember how quiet it usually is. This is quieter than that. And as you approach the bodies, you see in the middle of this pile of guards, you see two corpses wearing familiar dark blue robes with red pom poms. That's the cult robes.
Hmm.
Right. Yeah.
So these are also dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like they died from infighting, or did they look like, are the wounds consistent with something else? It'd probably take medicine to figure that out, right?
You would need to inspect the bodies, yes.
Yeah, Uzi will take a look.
You reach down and you like touch the body?
Yeah, she's doing it from like a bit away, so she's got like her arms kind of stretched.
Uh-huh.
Um, do I get advantage because this is something that's dead, and I work with stitching stitching dead things together?
No, you don't.
Okay, because it's mostly animals. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Why am I rolling all 12s tonight? Good grief.
So you don't get advantage because you don't get advantage because like because of what you said. Like you get advantage because it's not dead. You try and pull your arm
Oh.
away, and it doesn't.
Oh, jeez.
This thing's back opens up, and a large tendril with a maw on it lunges towards your
Holy
arm.
shit.
Oh, is that a mimic?
The death mimic.
A
It's
death
a
mimic.
death
Oh god.
mimic?
The death mimic.
Cool.
It's a
Oh my
mimic that
gosh.
pretends to be a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Corpse mimics. Okay.
Yep.
That's neat.
Thanks.
So-
I hate it.
Yeah, for real.
So this is something that they gave me and it's like, here you go. And I'm like, hell yeah, this looks rad as hell. So roll initiative,
Objectively cool.
please.
Right?
I want one thing I will give them. These monsters are rad as hell.
Mhm. No combat encounter currently. You're currently being
Right.
seen.
Yeah,
Weird.
no encounter right now.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, I just realized because I'm doing this with like a real sheet, I have to like BS this a little bit.
9.
None of the PDFs they gave me were like copy pastable, so
Yay,
like I was
10.
just oh no. None of the sheets
Yeah,
none of
no.
the sheets they gave me were copy pastable, so I'm just kind of like oh, well I guess I'm just using I'm doing it live. I'm just using the sheets themselves.
Yeah, I noticed that with the class features too.
Yeah. All right. So this thing rolled a 12. So I'm going to remove Snow Talon. I mean, actually Snow Talon can do a thing if Sprig tells him to do. So Esme, your so you see this tendril come out and start lunging towards Uzolda. But like you are quick on the draw. What do you do? You're roughly like if Uzolda, how far can you stretch Uzolda?
Let me take a look at what I can do. I don't know. I probably just was using all the stretchy stuff for flavor because amorphous, advantage on checks, escape, grapples. Huh.
If
I
you're using
technically cannot
Plasmoid, at least they have the
stretch.
pseudopod feature,
Wait, pseudopod. Yeah, that's right.
which lets you have a reach of up to 20 feet, but you can't
Why
wield
is it
weapons
not on
that
here?
way.
Why is it not on here though? That's weird.
Oh,
Pseudo. Let me check.
that's just a Plasmoid feature.
Oh my gosh, I guess it got dummied out because I'm not seeing it on other places that have um, listings for plasmoids.
Hmm.
Did they get rid of like one of the? Oh, Shape Self is the name of the feature.
Looking for it right now. Shape Self. Okay, yeah, it's 10 feet long pseudopod.
Okay, yeah, so assuming you're all standing together, you're about 10 feet away then.
Weird that it's just called Amorphous in here. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one from the from Plutonium.
I feel like for a situation like this and like something ambushing us, Esme is quick on the draw with the most extreme end of what she's got available. So she basically steps into Zolt's space and just hip checks her aside, bringing her shield up.
Okay.
And with her free hand, pretty much gives the Colonel Mustang finger snap.
Nice.
The Colonel Mustang finger snap? Oh god, oh
Fullmetal Alchemist just like finger snap and it bursts into flames.
oh my god, okay, I have to make a deck
Nice.
save. So, oh, go, wait, hang on, does it, wait, hang on, if it's grappling Isolde, which it technically is, doesn't that mean it auto-fails? Don't you auto-fail if you're grappling someone?
No.
Is it like a disadvantage or anything? I'm trying to remember what grappling
It's
roll.
restrained. It's restrained condition.
Ah, okay. So okay, dexterity doesn't. It's where the dexterity affects restrained, but not the grapple condition.
Well, you can like grapple is just movement. Is the thing that you lose.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Restrained is like the more severe version, and then grappling is more fuzzy rules, so the DM can apply more things as they feel like.
Yeah, D&D needs better grappling rules. Oh my god.
I actually really like D&D's grappling rules because they're so light.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I play with a lot of people who are like, actually, like, so like, I would rather have the rules so I can just go like, no, it says this, dummy.
Fair.
So
I'm the DM, so I'm actually off of my table.
yo, fair. It's just frustrating to hear. You know what I mean? By the way, that is a they rolled a 10. So yeah, give me the full damage, please.
Smackdown.
So it takes 42 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
And each turn it makes the save again, or takes 46 more.
Jeez.
So yeah. So hang on. Is that initial 4d6 supposed to be there?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why that showed up. So it should take 28.
Okay. Okay.
And when it hits turn, it'll take 14.
That's a lot less. That's a lot less spooky. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it is a 5th level single target spell, but
yeah. All right, so yeah, so it takes 28 damage, and you just hear like this, like crackling and popping screech as this like gelatinous kind of monster just kind of like recoils at the fire. Oh my god. All right. What? Anything else, or are you good?
she is just like glaring down at this thing, basically inviting it to try her.
Oh my god. It'd be really funny you kill it immediately. Alright, alright, do you... Okay, so you... That's the end of your turn, yes?
Yep.
Alright. So, it's not quite Chem's turn yet, it's the Death Mimic's turn. So this Death Mimic is still grappled onto Isolde. It is going to...
Yeah, sorry, I tried to...
It's okay.
Esme was trying to throw herself into its target, but...
I mean, oh, is that what you were trying to do? Were you trying to get like?
Yeah, because it was like we rolled initiative and it was lashing out to grab her. That was why I included that Esme
Oh,
kicks her aside and
okay.
thrusts herself into that space.
So you're grappled instead. Okay.
That was the intent anyway.
Okay, I will allow that. I will allow that. So this creature, now that it's like its big sticky pseudopod is kind of like latched onto you as this tendril is like ripped out, like just kind of like exploded out from the back of this corpse. It is going to sprout.
BRB, just real quick.
You're fine. It is going to sprout another mouth and is going to try and bite at you. Since it's grappling you, it has advantage. It says a 14 plus 5. That is a 19 to hit. Does that hit you?
That is a hit.
All right. So then that's that's 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it is going to try and attack you again. Just like sprouting like more like tendrils with like mouths and other like nightmarish things off its back. God. So it's going to hit you. So that's a 17. Does that hit?
Does not hit.
Yeah. So it tries to bite at you with another tendril, and it just kind of like does not penetrate your armor. Just your armor just kind of fends it off.
And the bludgeoning is reduced for heavy armor master, so it's basically like it chomps into. But she's grabbed with one tendril and chomped onto by 2 others, and she just shrugs them off.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good thing that didn't hit, actually. I just realized I thought this thing had multi-attack, but it doesn't. Oh, my mimics have multi-attack. This one doesn't. Alright. I gotta mix that with my mimics. Whoops.
That's okay.
Yep, alright. Kem's turn when Kem returns.
Yeah, apologies if I'm kind of out of it. I'm moving all of my follows from where to Blue Sky,
Yeah.
taking part in the Great Migration.
Yep. That decision to change the block feature is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So I just
honestly
wanna
don't know.
I want to point something out. Every change he's made to Twitter has made it very much easier. If you had an ex-wife that doesn't like you and wants you to never see your children again, makes it very easy to stalk and harass her. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's entirely why.
This is a man who
don't
cannot let things go.
Yeah, like one of his ex-wives probably blocked him, and he was like, "No, you can't do that." Like, guarantee you, that's what it was. Did Kem say what he was doing, or? Braca, do you want to take your turn and then we'll just, like, do Kem's after?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure
so...
thing. That's...
Yeah, alright, so you just got, like, saved from getting adhesed by, Esme. And
Sorry,
Esme set it
bad.
on fire. Oh, wait, alright, never mind. Kem's here. Your turn. You just watched, a corpse explode into tendrils and start trying to kill your friends.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. And also Esme just like basically ground pounded that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
He's still
Oh
there.
god.
It like burst.
Oh, he's still there?
Yeah, it's because I don't the PDFs aren't copy pastable. I'm just gonna just raw dog it and just use the actual sheets themselves.
Hell yeah. Let's bebop that guy. All right, I don't even know if we need to like use a poison or anything, so I'm just gonna Whack him with my hammer. Yeah, I'm gonna whack him with my hammer twice.
Just run up and bonk this
Just
thing.
raw dog whack that man with my hammer. Actually, let me think about this. Shearing smite. Let's... Branding smite. For bonus attacks, I mean, it doesn't say once per day, so it's fine. Yeah, let's use a searing smite on that second one though, so we hit it once and then just regular raw dog it, and then the next one's gonna be searing smite. Is that chill?
Yeah, sure.
Sick. Attack. 11.
11.
Probably not enough.
That's not enough. So you go to swing at this thing, and you hit the corpse. You don't hit the part that's the mimic, though.
Cool.
Did you just kind of
Really
just
corpse.
wet squelch as you just kind of
It,
smash
like,
a
it went-
corpse?
Let me make them sound. It goes.
Oh
Like that?
God. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Can I still use Searing Smite though for my bonus action, or is that it?
Yeah, you can use your searing. Yeah, you have multi attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
could.
get to.
You could. You could use searing strength for your second one. Yeah.
Okay, next time. Oh, never mind. Let's do. Never mind. It does. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it does that. So it says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends. So I'd have to. What?
Yeah, so you would use the bonus action to cast Searing Smite, and now your weapon has Searing Smite on it, then you make your second attack.
Okay,
And when
cool.
that attack hits, it does the Searing Smite effect.
Yeah. There you
Okay,
go.
perfect.
But if you miss, it doesn't go off.
Searing Smite has no available uses, but I haven't used it.
You used it. You used it last session.
Spell slot.
Yeah, you haven't had a long rest yet.
Oh, okay. Branding Smite it is.
All right, you got to roll the attack
Warhammer.
first. There you go.
28!
All right
A
then.
nat 20!
All right.
With 2-4!
All right, so that means that your branding smite also crits. So click a versatile on the Warhammer, hit critical, and then hit damage on the branding smite and hit critical. Jesus Christ. Okay, 27 damage.
Then you go.
Oh God.
I need you to know, like, in my head, this Warhammer is easily as big as them, too.
I'd
Right?
love
So this
that.
little thing is just carrying around this giant ass fucking hammer.
Mhm. I love that. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. Let me have my turn. Is it gonna let me on my turn?
It should do. I'll do it. It's fine. Braca, your turn.
Thanks.
Okay. So how close am I to this thing?
You are 10 feet away from it. Your pseudopod is stuck to it, though. Oh, also, Cam, when you struck this thing, your hammer is
Yeah.
stuck to it now. Give me a DC
Oh,
13.
lovely.
Give me a athletics check, DC 13.
Okay.
Your hammer is just like
Oh.
stuck to the mimic.
Oh, that's interesting because this deals. Oh, it's radiant. Searing smite would be fire. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, well, the hammer's on fire. Like, no, it's radiant. Never mind.
Once you finish the hit, the smite ends anyway. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Rip.
I love mimics. They're so sticky.
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah,
Okay.
Barca, your pseudopod is stuck to this thing because you were touching it.
Do I know if using Shocking Grasp would also shock our hammer swimming friend?
It is a free
As they're
action
stuck
to
to it?
let go of the hammer. I'm just saying that for Chem. The hammer is.
It is
So-
a what?
Hang on, what is the hammer made out of? Actually, I'm asking you.
Uh,
I'm not asking you what the tooltip says it's made out of. I'm asking you what it's made out of. Is it?
It's not iron. It's stronger than
Oh
iron.
my goodness. Scarlet Magus's description: small town movie theater's floor if it was a monster.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
That's
No!
disgusting.
Oh my god!
Well, GM, I'm gonna give this description to you, and then you can decide what material it's made out of. It is stronger than iron, perhaps not as the strongest material, but it was the strongest material available to someone of this profession. It is strong enough that if you hit a tree with it, the tree will feel it, but you won't.
So, I'm gonna say,
Sounding like an adamantine description.
yeah,
Yeah, I was
almost,
thinking
yeah.
adamantium, but I didn't want to be like, oh, it's adamantium. No, but like that's what I'm feeling in my
I
heart.
mean, it also doesn't have like the stats of adamantine. Um, I'm gonna say that yeah, no, it's an adamantine hammerhead with a oaken with an oak haft. That way, like most
Yes.
of the shock is absorbed by both the adamantine and the oak. So yeah, so if you did use shocking grass, it would not affect our tiefling friend. No.
Oh, great!
Okay, then I am definitely going to shocking grasp this thing, which is we're past 5th level, so it is going to be 2d8.
Okay.
Cast, damn you. Attack. Do I get advantage because it's stuck to it?
Well, you're stuck to it, so unless
Yeah,
you
I'm
were to
stuck to it.
unless
My
you were to
hand. My
you
hand
know
is stuck
what?
to it.
I'll say yes. I'll say yes because your hand is touching it.
21.
21, give me damage.
And zap. 7. Not too bad.
7, not too bad, not too bad. The thing kind of hisses and crackles. It is very much regretting that it picked you as its next meal.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
He's
it
having
had
a
to
bad day,
repeat the
dude.
saving throw against immolation as well.
Oh god, it does, right. What was the saving throw?
Yeah. DC 17 dex.
Well, it failed, so.
So it takes another 14 damage.
Yeah, so it's dead actually.
Squishy
So-
monster having bad day.
Yeah, so this thing, as it's like been on fire, electrocuted, hit with a hammer that was brimming with radiant energy, it hisses and mules as it kind of like releases you, and it just kind of melts into a putty, as the rest of it just kind of goes back into the hollow abscess of the corpse that it was inside. Kind of a good thing that you guys killed it when it did, because I realized I made this thing so it gets a trait from its last meal. Its last meal was a fire ganassi. It was about to hit y'all with the burning hands spell.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been
Lovely.
not the funnest.
No, I mean you would have been fine. You're a tiefling, but like
Right. Everyone else would
Yeah.
have been.
yeah. So this creature that I don't
Mhm.
think any of you are familiar with. Um, you have never seen one in your time guarding the city. It very very clearly was not a fan of the town guards, the undead town guards. It also does not seem to have been a fan of the uh cultists either.
Maybe this is what killed the ones in the center then?
That or the cultists parasitized themselves with it.
This is possible. Not entirely sure though.
And I had dropped a thing earlier as like a idea of a place to rest, and I will check in with you now, Liv.
Mm-hmm.
If Esme was going to bring everyone to a place to rest, would you rather it be like her house or the nightly orders former barracks?
Nightly barracks is probably closer to the center of town, so it depends on like, do you feel like you need a rest now, or do you need a rest at the end of session?
Well, it's like, I think the expectation that we're having, at least that I'm having, is that we're finding a place to long rest in this session as this session, and then we have the one more, because we only have 3 total,
Yeah.
where we actually deal with the cult directly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So,
So like we're on their trail, we get our long rest, we go after them with everything we have.
okay. So in that case, going to the nightly barracks would probably be the best one because that would be closer. That would be either closer to the castle or in the castle itself. So like
Okay.
we could literally just hit the ground running next week.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. But
It was also like a comfort level check on how you wanted to handle it too.
yeah, no, like it's fine. Uh, maybe if you ever want to play Esme again and I run a game set in this setting, we could explore that if you wanted. But um, for now, uh, yeah, you are just surrounded by dead undead guards and 2 corpses. The castle looms in the distance. A sickly gray pallor just kind of falls over the entire town. Um, Once again, it's still very, very quiet. This close to Varingsfall, this place should be abuzz with undead activity. But it's not.
Well, I think it's best we make headway towards the castle as quickly as possible.
Agreed. So I feel like that might be where the concentration of all these things are.
Indeed. That is most likely.
So we should probably be careful on our approach then.
Mm.
And since you know the city best, feel free to lead on.
So, as I guess I'll ask Esme then. Esme, do you take the back streets or you just take like the main thoroughfares, like the main streets? The city is kind of shaped like a wagon wheel. There's like six major spokes that are like the main wheels, and then there's like back streets that kind of like labyrinthine like twist between the spokes.
I think the main streets, honestly. Taking back streets, a single back street's gonna be easy to block or barricade or set an ambush, but the main thoroughfare is gonna be easily 4 to 8 times wider. It's gonna take a lot more to
Mm-hmm.
sufficiently blockade one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Esme will lead you through the back streets, like as if she'd like just walked this path a thousand times, because she probably has. And you get to the main thoroughfare. Esme, you remember this as the main like the streets didn't really have names, but this one was more often like colloquially known as Parade Way, and this was where well parades happened and festivities and such.
Hmm.
And there's still pennants fluttering in the wind, like where they've just been left abandoned for all these years. Um, and as you move up, you can see the castle looming. You like the parade way leads directly to the front gate of the castle. Um, you see that among the pennants, there's other banners that have been established. A skeletal hand holding a rosebud with 2 stamen, the symbol that you've seen associated with the cult again and again. You don't see any cultists, but their symbols just kind of line this thoroughfare.
Mm. It's like we're in the right
Apparently, I've been
direction.
taking the back streets too long.
These are like from how like so like nothing in the city lasts very long. From how fresh these look, you reckon that they've probably only been up for maybe like a day, maybe two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were decorating on their way through, basically.
Or like this was like set up by cultists that were already here while the main force
Yeah,
was
within the past week,
yeah.
basically, like, in preparation for their big victory.
Yeah. Uh are you guys keeping your ears out while you're moving?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perception checks, please. I am gonna try and keep us to that 3 hours that I promised when we in our
Perceive.
session 0. So Esme doesn't perceive anything. Oh my god.
I'm
Nope.
imagining that if Uzol perceives something like
I got
the part.
nothing. I
Go ahead, just give a hint.
So
Describe.
Uzolda, as you're making your way down, you get like most of the way down the thoroughfare. Like it's a decently long walk, but it's something that like like the sun is coming up now. It is now early morning. Um, you hear something. It sounds like it sounds like music, but it's an instrument that like has not been something that you would really like expect. It's a very archaic instrument. It sounds like it's a string instrument, but there's also a mechanical whirring to it. There's
Interesting. Yeah.
someone is playing some weird ass music, and it's just from slightly off to the left. Like they're not like off the thoroughfare, but they're like kind of in an alleyway. And it's very, very faint. Like it kind of like blends in. Like it sounds almost like the instrument is just barely holding on, like and squeaking out sounds.
Somebody playing a hurdy-gurdy.
That's exactly the fucking instrument, Srig.
Oh, it is a hurdy-gurdy. Okay. So yeah, she what the way she detects it, because it's a 'cause it's a sound, is the vibrations cause part of her, like the part of her head where the ear is that would catch it, it starts to like quiver.
I love
Like,
that.
yeah, she's just like looks over in that direction and it just goes, someone's playing a hurdy-gurdy here? Well, either way, someone has some reason to celebrate.
should we investigate it? I mean, maybe they need help or something like that.
If they're
Um,
playing if they're playing a hurdy-gurdy here, they might be celebrating whatever the hell's is going on.
uh, I mean, I feel like if that's the case, we should have a duty to kill them, right? Like if they're a cultist, I feel like that's going to be part and parcel. But if they're not, they might be able to give us information.
Hmm.
True. Does it seem like that's coming from the direction we were being led?
Yeah, it's coming from the direction of the castle. It's like down the street and like just like in like a small, I don't want to call it an alleyway, but like a what's the like it's like an alleyway, but it like dead ends.
Mm, interesting.
Hmm.
Also, one sec, BRB, gotta
Yeah.
take care of something here. Apologies.
The vibe that I've kind of gone with for Esme has been like, she's the thing that goes bump in the night for the scary things in the City of the Dead.
She's the one who knocks.
Yeah. But
She's the
course,
thing that
the
nightmares have
actual-
nightmares of.
the actual, like, seeking out and finding things. She's not actually very good at that. She just goes on patrol and attacks everything that attacks her.
I mean, but that is like that's a decent strategy.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, you kill enough things enough times, eventually you start to make a dent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, they changed this spell.
Which spell?
I'm not telling you.
Wow.
Oh, I just realized this group specifically. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. Alright. So, okay, so, I mean, I guess while we're waiting for Braca, since we have, like, 40 minutes left in the session, I do not want to go for 4 hours again, because like, last time we went for, like, was it, like, 4.5, and I was destroyed. DMing and streaming for, like, like, 4.5 hours, just, oh boy, that is very tiring, but, like, how do y'all feel so far?
Feeling
I'm
good.
feeling well.
Yeah, I'm having to, like, neum through, like, a few plot points here, but, like...
My voice is getting scratchy. Unfortunately, I'm definitely coughing more, so
Yeah,
definitely think the 3-hour limit is good.
yeah. We'll be done very, very soon. It's just, like, this one last thing, and then,
Mhm.
we'll be done. We'll be doing.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know if Braca can hear us or not. Like... I don't know if, like, Braca's got, like, wireless headphones, 'cause I know I do. So, like, if I ever, like, have to step away, like, I go quiet, know that I can still hear you. I know if you're talking shit.
If I step
Same
away,
for
I
me,
can't
like if I have
hear
to mute
nothing.
myself.
The I do love the death mimic though. I think I might actually like use the death mimic in like some of my own like personal campaigns. Hey Meg,
It is a neat idea.
yeah. Hey
Please do.
Meg,
I absolutely love it.
yeah. Meg, is permission to like yoink the idea from my Monday campaign that's not related to grave robbers at all, but in the same universe?
I have another one that I used once. I can send a picture if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we talked about this one before, maybe.
Yeah. Was it you that told me about the potion mimic?
Yeah, the potion bugs.
Yeah, potion bugs. I had I actually had one that I'm actually working on. It was like a player race. It's an awakened mimic. Uh,
Oh.
yeah. And they have a fun thing where they can take the shape of any object, including armor, and they can be worn by other players. And then someone told me that that's a kink thing, and I'm like, oh, I need to rework that. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
no, like it's a cool idea. And then someone was like, yeah, no, I know several people that have that specifically as a kink. And I'm like, ah, all right.
Oh, that's
And then I was introduced to a new kink. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. And that's how I found out Lao I like.
I made a huge player race recently.
Yeah? I made a large one and people lost their shit. I was like, well, what's wrong with being large? Yes, tell me about the huge.
I've made several large.
Mm-hmm.
But I wrote a huge one, which was specifically a Naga that a player in Shard's game was asking for. Actually, I compiled all of my, like, mechanical homebrew stuff into a single document now, too.
Love that.
Yeah, it's a pay what you want on my Ko-Fi. Um, yeah, so it's a Naga, which is a huge monstrosity.
Mm.
Um, its speed is like a normal 30, that kind of thing. It has 4 arms instead of 2, which give it the ability that when it uses the 2-weapon fighting, it can make an attack with 3 hands instead of just 1.
Oh, nice.
It's good, like, it has some extremely powerful features, and I will explain in just a moment here. So there's the extra arms feature. They can 2-weapon fighting without using light weapons. Leathery hide, their base AC is 15 plus con instead of 10 plus dex.
Mm-hmm.
But they have, if they want to get armor, it costs 10 times as much.
Nice. That's a good trade-off. Oh, but Brock is here.
I am back. Sorry about that. I had
Welcome
to
back.
take care of a bio break.
Yep, you're fine. So, let's continue real quick because I do want to pull us towards the end because
Get back in out of the weeds.
Yeah.
I'll just post the link to the thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this thank you, Spriggy. I'm gonna look at that later. Yeah. So this hurdy-gurdy sound is coming from a. I'm just gonna say an alley. I don't think it's. I think like if it's like a dead end, it's just an alley. An alleyway is one that has an exit on the other side. But this dead end alley, like like just down the way and to the left. Like there's a lot of penance, like the closer you get to the castle though. Like the old ones and the new ones being put up by the cult. And this hurdy-gurdy is coming from pretty close to there. Um you approach the hurdy-gurdy and try and listen for what it is?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So as you approach, there's a the sound gets like louder and louder, of course, but it does still sound very raspy. Like the hurdy-gurdy is very much like on its last legs. And as you turn, you see someone that, despite the fact that he is very, very desiccated, borderline skeletal in places, Sprig, Esme recognizes him. He was the court bard back when the castle was up and running and everything, and his name was. I'm sorry, my cat just like looked at me and yawned, and then
Aw.
went right back to sleep. It was very cute.
Baby.
His name was Hamsworth. That's really all you remember. Don't remember a last name or anything. You remember him being a very, very talented bard, and despite the fact that he looks extremely skeletal and desiccated, he looks up at you, and there is a light of recognition in his eyes. He's missing his lower jaw, unfortunately, but he does seem to recognize you, and he like tilts his head towards you.
You said it was Hamworth?
Hamsworth.
Hamsworth.
Hamsworth. Can't remember if it's last name or first name. You have to assume last name, but you don't remember his first name.
She'll give like a slow nod and Hamsworth.
He lets out like a small gurgling, but then he almost remembers that he can't talk. But there is like a questioning lilt to it. Like he's asking you like kind of like what do you need kind of thing. Like his lower jaw is just missing.
I have to very briefly shame the bot.
Oh,
Name it.
oh fun box. Oh fun box. Small and square and dark.
Sorry, it was just like this person shares a content creator server with you and nothing else, and they've added you as a friend and sent you a PM during a stream
Love those.
saying, "Hey, can I ask you a question?"
Love those.
Sorry, I'm streaming right now. Can't like message me later. And then it's, well, actually, I'm a commission artist.
Oh god.
Oh my
what?
I don't deal
god.
with scammers.
That's
and
so
report
annoying.
Those-
So annoying. So annoying.
Yeah, I just report spam block.
Yeah.
But I had to derail the stream for a minute to shame the scammer. Right, so he's like trying to wordlessly ask if I needed something.
Yeah, he's like asking you what do you need kind of thing. Like very very much like a deferential kind of thing. Like kind of the vibe you get. Like you like functionally like because you're a knight you outrank him.
Hmm. We're pursuing ne'er-do-wells that have fled to the castle, or we suspect to the castle at least. The ones who have strung up all these new banners and pennants on Parade Way.
Mm-hmm. He's going to like think for a moment. He's gonna look out at the thing and he's going to like see the banners and he's going to nod. And he's going to yeah, like he very much nods, like he realizes he can't talk. And he then looks to the castle and he uh makes another sound and it sounds like he's trying to like almost like the what do you need me to do?
Confirmation is all that we would need.
He's going to vigorously nod and like point to the castle, point to the banners. And he's going to like hold up a hand. Like a wait gesture.
Okay.
Alright.
Then he's gonna start playing on his hurdy-gurdy again. And I would like each of you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, Hooray.
My dump stat is wisdom. Is it just a pure wisdom save?
Yes, it's just a wisdom save, yeah.
Where are
Oof,
these on this sheet again? Oh,
that's an 8.
where are these on their sheets again?
You should be able to just click your attribute. And then just it'll
Just click
say
wisdom?
yeah, just click wisdom,
Saving
yeah.
throw. Normal.
Yeah.
19. Holy shit.
So I have some bad news.
Does a 19 fail?
Shit.
I knew I should have used the skeletal savant, but I was too lazy, so I made like a cheat sheet for him. I should have just used the thing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I just realized his saving throw is 20.
What
I don't
the
know how that
frick?
happened.
Wow.
I don't know how that happened.
Why is he so thick? What kind of
I
bard is
don't
this?
know. I don't know. I do not know why his saving throw is 20. I think the auto calculations are broken.
That's nuts.
Yeah, hang on.
What's like score versus CR?
Oh, I see why. I see why. Hang on. If I fix it. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. So Radiant Ruin, you fall asleep, and Uzolda and Esme, Esme, you recognize it as like a lullaby, like the royal lullaby, and Radiant, like kind of like schlumps and goes to sleep. The DC was 16. I added accidentally when I was filling out. So I was filling out the sheet while I was kind of high on painkillers because of my toothache. Yeah, so I accidentally added as extra 0.
Oh,
Yeah, and 20 is the highest the calculator will go when it's calculating a save. Yeah, so whoops, accidentally set his charisma to 200. All right. So yeah, so you just see Radiant just kind of like schlomp, and some royal guards step out from behind him. They do not have the spark of like with it that he does, but they do seem to be following like I don't I want to say his orders, but like can't really speak, so something is allowing him to
Yeah.
control them.
Mm.
And
Does
he
it seem like a hostile action?
it does not seem like a hostile action. It seems well, actually no, give me an insight actually.
Okay.
Both of you.
You just
Holy moly,
pour.
getting good rolls now.
As Esme,
I
your
was trying to do.
Esme, your like internal thing, like you don't trust anything. Like you knew this guy like when he was alive, and he does seem to be somewhat intelligent still, but he's still an undead monster. Uzolda, you get the feeling that if this guy wanted you dead, he would do more than just put you to sleep. Like you get
Poor
the
Radiant literally flopped over in sawing logs.
yeah.
Like,
So knowing that, um she's
Oh,
going to relax a little bit. Hmm?
something I also want to point out for Esme as well. The fact that the royal guards are here, and because like you've never like in your all your time like patrolling the city, you've never seen the royal guards leave the palace. Like these, like the fact that they are out here means that something pushed them out. Like just letting you know on that one. But yeah, so sorry, Brock, I continue.
But yeah, recognizing this, she kind of like if Esme looks like they're about to do like something very hostile, she just like puts a hand. I was like, no, I think this is all right, kind of thing. She
Yeah,
looks at
she
him and
was
is like,
like. I feel like Esme was like, she just. In the same way as when she cast Shadow Blade before, she just brings her arm up and then flicks it down. She had her hand like part way up and was flexing her fingers about to cast the spell.
"Mhm."
All right.
And
So
so she looks at the gentleman here and is like, "Are you trying to say you're going to help us get in with these guards?"
he nods.
"Mm, thank you."
He he gestures to his hurdy gurdy and he starts playing the song again. You
Mm.
could choose to fail a save, by the way.
I think I know what
Um,
he's doing. So would I be able to tell like out of character, kind of meta, I guess, what he's doing?
He is casting the sleep spell, which, by the way, is a save now.
in one D&D, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only version of sleep I have right now because my books are downstairs, and if I go down those stairs, I'm
D&D
not coming
Beyond.
back up. Yeah, yeah. If I go down the
Mm.
Yep,
stairs in my
because they
house, I'm
started,
not coming back up.
yeah. And D&D Beyond started deleting all of
Mm-hmm.
the original 5e stuff.
Yeah, 5e tools by default doesn't show the old stuff either, which is really
That's
annoying.
really weird.
Yeah, like I actually don't know how to turn on the old stuff. Apparently you can, because I like my friends my friends who use D&D 5e tools a lot more than I do. They say that they've still got their old stuff, but like you've got to turn it on, and I for the life of me could not figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, so sleep is a save now, which is like really weird. Yeah, he is casting the sleep spell. Um and the guards behind you like they
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Esme just, like, having put two and two together after being informed by Uzold, the royal family's escape tunnels thing.
He's gonna nod like vigorously, yes.
And then she just willingly fails to save and slumps.
she just looks like she just goes, "All right." And also agrees to willingly fail.
Yeah. So, Esme, you know of these tunnels, but you don't know where they are. And like this would be like the one way that he like so the royal bard knows where they are because they would bring him with them like if they escaped. He's like the
Well,
he's
probably he was probably intended to make sure that like the heirs and stuff
mm-hmm.
made it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the royal bard jester kind of thing. Like he would have been like the closest one to ensure that everyone gets out. So he knows where they are, but he's not allowed to tell anyone. So if you're asleep though, he's not telling you.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. So as you pass out, so unfortunately for Radiant, who clonked their head on the flagstones, as the two of you are passing out, the royal guards kind of like you feel the royal guards like kind of like grab you like under the armpits like as you start to fall.
Oh, great. And these are undead royal guards.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
And well, the thing is, they because the other two did not pass out. They didn't want to like do something that would appear aggressive.
Mm.
So I mean, also like let's be honest, there's nothing in Radiant's head. Nothing of value was lost here.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
the poor thing has an intelligence of like 12 and wisdom 12. Like,
Yeah.
those
Like,
are
oh,
their dump stats.
if anything, a little bonk to the noggin would like only do you good.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Maybe it'll get their
more
priorities straight
Yeah.
instead
That's
of being a
actually
menace
more
to
wisdom
society.
than as they had.
So, you all pass out. Two of you are caught. Unbeknownst to you, you are carried by these royal guards and led by led by Hamsworth through a secret tunnel in the somewhere in the city. And I'm not going to tell you where it is because it's more fun that way. And you wake up several hours later. Like not like a long like several hours in like the whole day, but like maybe like 2 at most. Um count this as a long rest, by the way. I'm gonna expedite long rest. You guys got literally a literal magical sleep that lasted for 2 hours. I'm going to say that counts.
Right.
Right?
Basically, we got catnapped.
You got catnapped, essentially, yeah. And you wake up in a very large, well-appointed bedroom. All tucked up all together in like this one bed that's like this massive, fluffy, like extremely bougie thing. This massive 4-poster. And this room is probably the most like well-kept thing that you've seen since you entered the city. Like you like if it wasn't for the fact that like if you look out the window you can see just the ruined gray pallor, you would think that you'd been taken out the city. On the bedstand, you see a small framed portrait of a large, boisterous man in a crown, with this skinny, like waifish woman holding a baby.
Aww.
They're undead, obviously.
Well, no,
Right?
because they got out.
This is a picture from before.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a picture.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, it's a picture, yeah. Um, and other than that, like this room is just immaculately decorated. Like there's like it's a big fireplace. There's like all sorts of really nutty things. You can only assume that this is the royal quarters within the castle.
Oh.
Unfortunately, my knowledge of the ins and outs of the city is somewhat more cursory within the castle.
And with that, despite the fact we still technically have 20 minutes, I'm going to leave this here. 1, so that we can start in a good place next time, and 2, to save Kem's voice.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Alright. So, I hope y'all had fun. Do y'all have anything to shill for? I know, Sprig, your Kobothon is done now, but do you have anything for Spooky Week next week?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have any hard plans, no.
Ah.
I do have some, like, immediately following, there's gonna be Extra Life Game Day. And then a little while after that, there's going to be a Kobold party that I'm participating in. It's on Sirigan's channel. We're going to be doing a there's like a big Mario Party tournament type thing going on,
Oh,
and there's gonna be 4 kobolds all playing around against one another.
that
Love
sounds
that.
fun.
Alright, what about you, Braka? You have anything fun happening?
Nothing like as far as like hard set things go. Sunday probably going to do just a regular stream. I'm probably going to stream Hades 2 since the new update dropped.
I need to get back
I
into
am
that.
excited. They added like they finally have the new like set character art for people.
Hmm.
And they added some like older folks from the first game coming in,
Nice.
which is great.
I know Dionysus thinks that what Melly is that what's her name? Melanore?
Melanoe.
Melanoy.
Melanoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Dionysus thinks Melanoy is trans, which is funny.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. What about you?
But
What
also like
right.
hmm?
Nothing, go
I
go.
was gonna say also if folks are able to, I do have all of my stuff up for donations and such on my page because I am kind of struggling right now
Hmm.
between jobs. Yeah. Like I interviewed for 2 positions today, and they're both scam positions.
Hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It just is what it is at this point. I'm gonna keep trying.
No. That's really all you can do, but like
Yeah.
I'm proud of your stick with attitude, I guess.
I appreciate it.
What about you, Cam? I know
Um,
you're recovering, but you got anything planned?
I do. So I have a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
One is at the end of the month. I think I've mentioned this before. We're doing a charity um, stream across a couple days from November 1st to 3rd. Well, I guess at the beginning of next month. And we're raising money for the Native American Land Conservancy. Um, I'm also doing my push to 1K followers on Twitch. We're
Hey.
like
nice.
100,
Congrats.
maybe. Thank you. We're like 115 people away. I'm really excited about it. I did not think that that would ever be a thing, but here we are, I guess. And my, I know, right? My tentative goal is to get 1,000 people by end of 2024. We're gonna see how that goes. We got 3 months.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we can do it. And then
On that note, before you go too far, actually, I don't think I have either of your channels. Otherwise, I'd have you in my title.
Oh,
oh
let me grab my channel for you then.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I forgot to do that because I was setting the title like right before we were set to go. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
do you want me to drop it in your chat?
Yeah, drop it in my chat.
Yeah, feel free.
Boop.
Yeah, I can do the same. Sec.
Okay. Boop. Yeah. Everyone, give
Paste,
Cam a
paste
follow.
my personal. This is from my personal channel right there.
Yeah.
But
All
this is
right.
it does lead to my my VTuber channel.
Hmm. All right. So, um, yeah. So everyone, get get Kev to 1,000 before the push, so that Kev has to push for 2,000.
I know that would be. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
And then the final thing is I actually got a bunch of like free game keys from a couple indie companies that are doing like they do cozy, comfortable kind of games. Um, and because I was sick for like 2, 3 weeks, and I'm still sick, I've had a lot of time to play cute video games.
Nice.
Yeah, but I've also had to keep up on schoolwork. So I've been streaming at like midnight sometimes, like just quietly doing steady streams, but also I'll be playing this game called Blue Oak Ridge. It's basically like a little farming sim with like a magical like vibe built in. I don't even know how to explain it. Like you can grow your own crops, you can tend to livestock, you can own a cafe, you can fish, you can, upgrade a library. It's really cute.
Hmm.
And I'll be playing
That's
that.
cute.
It's so cute. It's so stinking cute. And I'll be playing that tomorrow at
Hmm.
like I think 8 a.m. PST. So that's gonna be like 11 a.m. EST.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So that's all I got going on.
All right. As for me, I want to just say, shit was sponsored by Grave Robber's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm pretty sure their Kickstarter is still going. They've hit their base goal. Now I think they got a stretch
Yeehaw!
goal. They did not pay us anything. They did not influence the opinions or anything. I honestly think the Death Mimic is really cool. I hope everyone enjoyed. As for me, tomorrow I'm going to be. So remember how I forced my boyfriend to play WoW with me yesterday? He's gonna force me to play Minecraft with him tomorrow. That's happening at 4 p.m.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, what are you playing in Minecraft? Have you ever played Minecraft before?
I have played Minecraft before they added Enderman.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
And he's gonna
Okay.
and he's adding like create mod and like a whole bunch of other stuff. I have no idea what the
God.
hell's gonna be going on. It's gonna be fun.
I wish you the best of luck. Minecraft is one of those games where you're like, haha, silly block game, but then people are like, no, actually, there's like, it's a game like that you play. Like there's lore to it. I hope you have so much fun with it. I
I'm
like to go
scared.
into Minecraft and dig straight down. I like to dig holes. That's all I like to do.
Yeah.
So only
Easy
playing
hole is a good.
I've
Is a
recently
valid.
been watching
the-
a few people like setting records for themselves in how much of a thing they can farm in a time frame.
No.
I
I
farmed 30 million bamboo in 24 hours.
I have been given one rule, and it's that I'm not allowed to
Mhm.
just make a fallout shelter again to live in. Because
Okay,
like
but
that's
why not? Like
because that's
you
what I
have to, though.
always do. That's what I always do. I always just be like, all right, where's the biggest hill I can find / mountain? Right there. All right, I'm turning the entire inside of it into a Vault Tech vault. That's how I always
Why is
played it when I was a kid.
Why are you not allowed to do that? Sounds so fun.
'Cause I always do it.
Do you want to hear a funny Minecraft story? It's very
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my fiance loves to play Minecraft. And we have friends who love to play Minecraft. I like to dig in Minecraft, so they give me armor and they let me free. And when things chase me, they come kill them for me so I can keep digging holes. That's all I like to do. But I also like to chicken farm. And we don't kill the chickens, which we learned was a mistake. So my fiance made like a whole little like working farm in Minecraft that was like chickens and cows. It was very good. But the chickens multiplied so quickly that we ended up breaking the server. Like one day we get a message on Discord from my friend Dragon, and she's like, guys, the server keeps crashing. Like we're trying to figure out what's going on. An hour later, I get another message for like, how many chickens do you have? Do you know how many chickens you have? And I'm like, I don't know. I just like to go and pet them. Like I just like to run around with them. Apparently, we had so many. It was not only lagging out the server. There was only 5 of us, by the way, that play on this server because it's private. We had to go in and build like a lava-based chicken killing device because we could not possibly kill them one by one.
A lava-based. See, this is
Chicken
why.
killing device.
Yeah, see, this is why when you make a chicken farm, you also need to automate a slaughter machine, which is unfortunate.
It is. I just thought we could let them be. No.
Yeah.
There were so many chickens. Anyway, so that's the story of how I had so many chickens that I accidentally basically deleted a friend server.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Because we couldn't fix it. We actually had to like redo the whole thing because it just was like broken.
I don't remember like if this is like still a thing or if it would work the same, but like back when I last played like a lot. Like I've tabbed in here and there like to see stuff, but like never played it really long. Well, when I played Minecraft like properly, I had a chicken farm that what if there were too many chickens, it would trigger it would trigger like a redstone thing that would shunt like half the chickens into like a box that just was I like this is back when like the arrow shooters were mods, right? And it had those, and it would just and it would just trigger those, and it would just doom 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 doom, and it just killed them all, and then it would just put and then all of the chicken like feathers and stuff would just kind of come down into hoppers and stuff. It was very good. And because of all the feathers, like literally all I had to do was like put like not string. All I had to do was put flint and sticks into it, like keep enough of those around, and I could just keep refilling them with more arrows. It was very good. It was very fun. But yes, I think that is everything. I've set the thing. I showed. We all did our thing. Yes. So I'm gonna rate out Sprig. Are you gonna be going for much longer?
Oh yeah, I'm at start time now.
All right. So everybody, Sprig is about to start streaming. Oh, geez, where's Sprig been all day? I don't know. What are you gonna be streaming, Sprig?
I have a couple of friends who wanted to play the new Space Marine operation with me.
God, I
Ooh.
really need to figure out how to make Space Marine work. It keeps crashing on launch.
Is that a Warhammer thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, everyone go watch Sprig purge some Tyranids or some Thousand Suns, whichever one it is. Alright, and I will see all of you tomorrow. We playing Minecraft. Bye-bye.
Bye.